Once finished, I quickly walked out of there, not wanting to leave the customer sitting for too long. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed that they had sat down in the corner of the diner, out of the view of everyone. I fished out my pen and pad as I approached, trying to find a blank page. "Good afternoon," I greeted them, having yet to look up. Hopefully they didn't find that too rude. "Sorry about the wait, it's been a busy day. What can I get you to drink?" "Water, please," I heard a deep, husky voice respond. Hearing the voice that sounded like sin, my head snapped up, my heart skipping a beat as I gazed at the strikingly handsome man sitting down at the table, looking over the menu. Even sitting, I could tell he was a big man and had to be over 6 feet. His muscular frame was evident against his tailored suit. His curly brown ringlets brushed against his neck, and his jawline was sharp, with specks of a 5 o'clock shadow on his face. His nose was slightly crooked, as if it had been broken a time or two, and his lips were full and firm-looking at the same time. He glanced up, his beautiful hazel eyes meeting my own, breaking me out of my trance. My cheeks burned hot as I quickly wrote down his drink, trying not to make it seem like I had been staring at him. "Have you thought about what you'd want?" I asked him, trying to remain calm as I felt his eyes practically boring into me, sending shivers through my body. "The breakfast here is really good. I can eat it at any time of the day. The hamburgers and chicken sandwiches are phenomenal as well. It just all depends on what you're in the mood for." I really hoped that I was being pleasant enough, not wanting to show him that I found him super attractive. I'm sure he already knew how good-looking he was, and he didn't need someone like me gawking over him. I need to remain professional, I reminded myself as I took his order. I guess it's not professional enough to wonder if he has a girlfriend or something. I quickly shook those thoughts away, thanking him as I turned on my heel to take his order to the chef. For some reason, I felt like something bad was about to go down. "Wow, he's really good-looking," Alyssa, the other waitress, murmured from beside me, practically gawking at the man. "You think he's single, Mila? I highly doubt it, but I would really like to get into his pants. I bet he'd be a beast in the sack." My cheeks burned and I quickly masked my expression. "Alyssa, your desperation is showing." I knew it was a low blow, but I really hated how she acts sometimes when handsome customers come in, whether with a girl or not. As much as I do like her, she can be a bit of a snotty brat at times, and it can be a little annoying. She glared at me but didn't say a word as she stormed off. "You didn't need to be so rude," Manager Gregory muttered, rolling his eyes as he cleaned off the counter. "She's just a young girl who wants to find love. Can you really blame her for finding a guy hot?" "I blame her when she doesn't care if a guy has a girlfriend or not," I muttered, filling a glass with water and ice. "That's the problem." I didn't wait for a response as I headed over to the man's table, setting his glass down in front of him. As I was turning to leave, though, not wanting to be a bother, I felt him reach out and grab my wrist, stopping me. Freezing, I looked over my shoulder at him, feeling a little confused, but I was immediately sucked into blazing eyes, feeling my heart racing in my chest. "Can I help you?" I asked him softly, feeling like my skin was scorching from his touch. His face was settled in a slight frown, tilting his head to the side. "How would you feel about marrying me?" All eyes turned to us, having heard what he said. My eyes widened in surprise. "What?"